Welcome to Croatia, the country voted #1 travel destination for 2025. It's a place that somehow combines history, beaches, and food so good you'll want to marry it. In this video, we're going to show you how to eat, swim, and wander your way through this amazing country. Spoiler alert, you're going to want to pack your bags and book a flight right after this. Now smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and let's get this Croatian adventure started. Croatia's like that friend who always knows what season it is and somehow pulls it off perfectly. Here's when to plan your trip. Spring, from April to June. Imagine mild temperatures, blooming flowers, and no need to elbow your way through crowds. It's like having the whole country to yourself, but without the awkward, I guess I'll just talk to the birds moments. Summer, from July to August. The peak season. Expect sun, beaches, and crowds. Think of it as the main character season. If you like a lot of people, a lot of festivals, and a lot of sunburns, this is your moment to shine. Autumn, from September to October. Fewer people, perfect temperatures, and it's like Croatia's secret off-season. It's still warm enough to swim, but also cozy enough to sip wine while pretending you know everything about it. Winter, from November to March. If you like quieter streets, festive Christmas markets, and the kind of cold that makes mulled wine taste even better, then winter in Croatia is for you. You might even convince yourself you're in a Hallmark Christmas movie. Dubrovnik, the pearl of the Adriatic. Dubrovnik is what happens when you take a medieval town, add an ocean, sprinkle in some Game of Thrones magic, and make it Instagram-friendly. Wander through its ancient streets and try not to look like a tourist. Good luck with that. You'll feel like royalty walking the city walls. Just don't look down unless you want to experience a panic attack and call it adventure. Need a break? Hop on a boat to Lokrum Island, where the only thing more relaxing than the sea is the thought of not having to answer any emails. Split, where ancient meets awesome. Split is where you get to pretend you're an ancient Roman emperor. Visit Diocletian's palace, which is a bit like wandering through your grandma's basement. Except it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and grandma is definitely not giving you permission to play on the antiques. Afterward, take a stroll down the Riva Promenade, where you can people watch, pretend to be deep in thought, or just take the obligatory look at me, I'm on vacation photos. Plitvice Lakes National Park, a waterfall wonderland. Plitvice Lakes is the nature lover's equivalent of entering a watercolor painting. 16 turquoise lakes connected by waterfalls so beautiful, you'll wonder if they're man-made. They're not. Hike around, take a boat ride, and just let the natural beauty make you feel like you're in some sort of environmental dream sequence. Just don't fall in, there are no dramatic rescue scenes in real life. Hvar Island, the sunniest spot in Croatia. Hvar is the kind of place where the sun always shines, and everyone looks like they've just stepped out of a summer fashion ad. Wander through Hvar town's cobblestone streets, check out the nightlife, and pretend to be mysterious while sipping cocktails on the waterfront. If you're feeling adventurous, take a boat trip to the Paklini Islands. These little gems are perfect for swimming, sunbathing, or just being extra on Instagram. For something truly magical, visit the lavender fields in full bloom and pretend you're in a Provence-inspired movie montage. Rovinj, the most romantic place you'll visit, and you'll be alone. If you want to experience romance but don't have a significant other, just go to Rovinj. The narrow streets, colorful buildings, and sea breeze will make you feel like you're in a rom-com. And when you climb to the top of St. Euphemia Church, you'll get views so stunning, you'll wonder if you're dreaming or just having an Instagram-induced hallucination. To make it even more cinematic, head to Limfjord for boat trips and fresh seafood, while imagining you're the protagonist of a European vacation film. Zagreb is a mix of history, culture, and a dash of the unexpected. Start at Banja Luka Square, where everyone gathers to drink coffee, chat, or pretend to be locals. Head to Upper Town, Gornji Grad, for medieval vibes and views that'll make you feel like you're on top of the world without the tourist crowds. Don't forget to check out Zagreb's Dolak Market for local goodies, and maybe even buy some truffle-flavored olive oil to make your friends back home jealous. Croatia's food is like a warm hug for your stomach. You'll fall in love with dishes like peka, slow-cooked meat or seafood, and black risotto, while secretly wondering why your home country can't pull off seafood as effortlessly. Don't forget to wash it down with some local wine. It's a vacation, you deserve it. The official language is Croatian, but don't worry, Everyone speaks enough English to help you avoid embarrassing moments, unless you're trying to order food in a fancy restaurant and accidentally ask for flavored dirt. If you love festivals, Croatia's got you covered. Dubrovnik's Summer Festival and Split's Ultra Europe will make you want to throw your hands in the air and shout, "I'm on vacation!" In Croatia, drinking coffee is an art form. You'll sit in a cafe for hours, pretending you're solving world problems while sipping your espresso. Just don't be the person who drinks a coffee in under 30 minutes, that's rookie move behavior. Croatia is like a giant playground for island lovers. Hop from Korčula to Brač to Vis, and you'll find yourself marveling at how many undiscovered beaches are out there. If you're into hiking, Croatia's trails will challenge you in the best way possible. Plitvice Lakes, Paklenica National Park and Biokovo Mountain are perfect for conquering nature, taking photos for social media, and feeling superior to those who choose beach vacations. Kayak, paddleboard, or dive in the crystal-clear Adriatic Sea, where you'll feel like you've entered a real-life aquarium, but with fewer sharks and more selfies. If you want to pretend you're a pirate, embark on a sailing trip along the Dalmatian coast. The views are almost worth the effort of pretending you know what you're doing. Croatia is part of the Schengen area, so you don't need to stress too much about visas unless you're traveling from Mars or somewhere else that's not quite on the map. The Euro. It's like you're on the Eurozone's VIP list. Don't forget your wallet. You'll have no problem getting around Croatia with its excellent transportation network. But renting a car gives you the freedom to explore the countryside or just pretend you're in a road trip movie. European plugs, Type C and F, 230 volts, 50 hertz. Be sure to pack an adapter unless you want your devices to take a vacation too. Game of Thrones tours. Ever wanted to be part of Game of Thrones without all the dragon-related stress? Dubrovnik and Split are where it all happened. Truffle hunting. If you're a foodie, head to Istria for some truffle hunting. Just don't be too excited when you find one. They're expensive, and you don't want to look like you're on a reality show. Wine tasting. Try the local wines, especially in regions like Peljasak and Istria. You'll probably leave with a new appreciation for wine and a questionable number of bottles to take home. Krka National Park. Walk among waterfalls and swim in natural pools so beautiful you'll wonder if you've somehow stumbled into an action movie. Day 1. Welcome to Dubrovnik, the pearl of the Adriatic, or as I like to call it, the maze where you will 100% get lost and feel like a medieval hero. Step into the old town, and let's be real, those narrow cobblestone streets might as well be designed by a mischievous architect with a vendetta against straight lines. But hey, it's charming. As you wander through, pretend you're the star of your own Game of Thrones spin-off, starring you as a fearless leader commanding troops, or just yourself, but whatever, dramatic flair is key. Wander the iconic city walls that surrounded the great battles of Westeros. Sure, no dragons are in sight, but you'll get stunning views of the sparkling Adriatic Sea, so that's something. End your day with seafood that's so fresh, it might still be waving at you. Day 2, time to leave the mainland behind and hop on a boat to Lockram Island, which sounds like it should be the setting of a magical fairy tale but is actually the perfect escape from crowds and the hustle and bustle. Walk through lush gardens, visit an ancient monastery, or take a dip in the Dead Sea. It's not really dead, just salty and calm. Perfect for channeling your inner mermaid, or your inner person who wants to avoid traffic. Afterward, head back to Dubrovnik and take the cable car up to Mount Surd. You'll feel like you're in an action movie, especially if you imagine you're evading danger as you zip up high above the city. The views are so breathtaking you might forget to even look at your phone. Day 3, hop on a bus, ferry, or whatever method of transportation you choose, but please don't ride a goat, it's not that kind of trip, to Split, Croatia's second largest city. You'll step into Diocletian's palace, where history comes alive, in a very Instagrammable way. This ancient palace still houses shops and restaurants, so you can literally buy a gelato while pretending to be a gladiator. Stroll through the palace, admire the architecture, and find the underground cellars, perfect for selfies or for reenacting your favorite Daenerys Targaryen scene, minus the dragons, unfortunately. Then, hit the Riva Promenade where you can sip a drink, watch the sunset, and feel like you're the main character of a Mediterranean rom-com. Day 4, take a ferry to Hvar Island, which is basically the sun's favorite vacation spot, so bring your SPF game, crystal clear waters, Venetian-style architecture, and the kind of streets you'll want to casually get lost in, but for fun this time. Make your way to the Spanish fortress for panoramic views, perfect for the obligatory look at me, I'm on top of the world photo. Afterward, chill at a beach bar and drink a cocktail so good it might just convince you to never leave. Then, hop on a boat to the Paklini Islands, where the only thing more unspoiled than the nature is your ability to pretend you own the entire place. After a swim and some snorkeling, finish off the day with a seafood dinner so fresh, you'll wonder if the fish just jumped onto your plate. Day 5. Prepare for some serious jaw-dropping as you visit Plitvice Lakes National Park. 16 turquoise lakes, waterfalls, and forests, straight out of a fantasy novel. This place is basically nature's Instagram filter in real life. Take a walk on the wooden paths, snap endless photos, but don't forget to just be in the moment and soak in the views. Take a boat ride, hike the upper lakes, and lose yourself in the beauty. You'll leave feeling like you've just been to a secret, magical land that only exists in fairy tales. Pro tip, bring a rain jacket. Nature's beauty can sometimes get a bit splashy. Day 6. Welcome to Rovinj, where romance meets the Adriatic, and every cobblestone street feels like it was designed by Cupid himself. This charming town is perfect for slow strolls, coffee sips, and pretending you're in a movie montage with a love interest, even if it's just you and your reflection. Visit St. Euphemia Church, climb the bell tower, and bask in those jaw-dropping views. Then lunch on seafood so fresh that even the octopuses are jealous. If you're feeling adventurous, take a boat to Limfjord, a picturesque inlet where you'll contemplate your life choices while nibbling on fresh seafood. This is the kind of place that makes you want to write poetry, or at least send a postcard. On your final day in Croatia, make your way to Zagreb, where history and modern vibes collide in the most charming way. Start your day in the upper town, which looks like it came straight out of a medieval fantasy novel, complete with cobblestone streets and colorful rooftops. Don't miss St. Mark's Church with its eye-catching tiled roof and Lauterskak Tower with views that scream, I'm on top of the world. Then head to Dolak Market to sample the freshest produce cheeses and Croatian delicacies. Finally, wrap up with a quirky museum visit, like the Museum of Broken Relationships, because nothing says vacation souvenir like a deep dive into emotional baggage. Grab some Istrian truffle oil on the way out, and when you get home, impress your friends with your culinary skills, or just use it to make everything taste fancy. Shoes. Cobblestones are everywhere. Bring comfy shoes, or you'll regret it. Book early. Croatia's a popular spot. Book ferries and accommodations in advance unless you want to sleep under the stars, which is cool, but only if you're prepared. Eat local. Find those family-run konobas, traditional restaurants, and eat like a local. Go off the beaten path. Don't just stick to the tourist traps. Seek out lesser-known islands and towns for the real Croatian experience. And there you have it, folks. Croatia in all its glory. From cobblestone streets to swimming in lakes so clear they might be magic, this place has more beauty per square mile than your entire 2024 vacation combined. If you had fun with us, or just want to daydream about it some more, smash that like button and subscribe for more travel chaos. And drop a comment with your favorite Croatian spot. We won't judge if it's the beach where you had your third gelato of the day. See you on the next adventure. And remember, travel is the only thing you can buy that makes you richer.